Ale, ¿qué tú quieres beber? And I'm like, what the hell is this? And this is Pitbull. And I'm like, I thought we were going to meet like in an office. You know, it's my first time meeting Pit. So entonces él me dice, toma, y me sirve un trago ahí. I think it was vodka, by the way.
He's already Mr. 305.
Mr. 305,
He's
Pitbull,
Mr.
papi,
Is
el
he Mr.
jefe.
Worldwide,
No,
Mr.
no, no,
Worldwide?
el patrón.
He's
Ese era
worldwide
el
already.
patrón de Miami.
Okay.
Y me dice, estamos ahí sentados, and he's playing me his new stuff that he's coming out with. Y me pone el taxi. Because he knows I'm from New York. He knows I'm from New York, and he knows that I know the dancehall culture. So he's like, ding, 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 ding. And I'm like, that's Murder, She Wrote. He's like, no. But then he doesn't have lyrics. It's just the beat. And then he starts singing it. He's like, yo la conocí en un taxi, en camino al club. What you think? And I'm like, what do I say to Pitbull? I can't say that. I can't say that I don't like it. It's my first time meeting. I'm like, eso es un palo. Eso es un palo. So, después, mira, para que tú veas, graba la canción, graba con Osmani y la canción se va viral. El taxi. Pero ese día, en esa reunión, Pitbull me dice, Alex, tú has ayudado a tantos artistas. You've put on so many artists. You've helped them out. You got so many friends in this industry. Why are you not making new music? Make some music like a DJ, you know, like a DJ. And if you can, put a couple of hooks or verses or do a little something more than just be like the producer. You know what I mean? So they can see you as an artist as well. Él fue el primero que me dio esa idea. Entonces salió una canción brasilera que se llama Balada Boa de Gustavo Lima. So I was like, you know what? I want to do a Spanish remix to that. So I did a little, Spanish version, and I sent it to Pitt, and he was like, let's do it. So we did it. We did a remix to it. When we put out the record, the people from Brazil, from Gustavo Lima's camp, they sent us a cease and desist. They were like, oh, hell no. I can't put that out. That's our record. Even though it's in Spanish or whatever, that's our record. So if you want to put that record out, you got to give us all the royalties. So I was like, and I told Pitt, and he was like, it's okay. Like, it's your first record. You gotta learn now. Learn what we gotta deal with. This is what we gotta deal with here. With permissions and all that stuff. Yo no sabía. Yo pensé que se podía hacer. No pasaba nada. Pero ahí donde yo me di cuenta que lo de la música tiene muchas cosas. Lo que es ampliar, lo que es hacer un cover y todo eso. Tiene que tener ciertas cosas. Muchas cosas. Entonces, bueno, anyways, we did the song. We put it out. And it became a remix, but under Gustavo Lima. We had to put Gustavo Lima and Adam and all that stuff. Okay. Then I go and I do the second single. Second single is Yandel, Shaggy, y este servidor. Se llama Báilame. Did you do that video? Maybe you did that video. I don't know. Báilame. And that was Costilla Records. Because I was putting up the money. I wasn't signed to anyone. So I was my own money for the video.
So he was like Costilla Records.
Costilla Records. It was me. I was funding it. Yeah. You ain't
Costilla.
get it.
I didn't get it. I thought it was a real record. I was like, I never heard of them before.
It's me. I was funding it. So I go and I put a video. And when they told me, yo, I'm telling you, yo, kids, don't be a DJ. Don't be an artist. Be a video director. I'm going to tell you why. This was my first video, Yandel and Shaggy, right? I paid $125,000 for that video. $125,000 for one video. De la Costilla Records. That was like my savings, man. I'm like, I'm going all in, man. I don't care. Boom, boom, boom. I did the video. I was like, ¿qué más hay que hacer? Hay que hacerle promoción aquí, hay que hacerle promoción en este país. I'm like, dale, boom. Se le fue como like $300,000 en la canción, en todo, en video, en promoción, en todo. And the song did okay. It charted. It did everything. But I was like, man, I can't be doing this from Costilla Records. Because I'm going to go.
But kids, this is a guy that was just DJing. And he was able to just go in his pocket, pull out $300,000 to promote a record. So maybe DJ's the way to go. Yeah, like nothing. He blew that 300 like nothing.
300 y una pelea en la casa. Ya tú sabes que dormí en el sofá como 2 meses cuando le dije, mami, este año no hay crisma. Este año no hay Valentine. Este año no hay nada porque yo me lo gasté en un video. Bueno, anyways. I gotta tell you a funny story about Romeo. Ahora que me acuerdo de eso. So, bueno, ya. Se fue la canción. We did okay with the record, but then I learned that wasn't easy. It wasn't easy putting out music. So I got signed. I got management. Conseguí un buen manejo. I got signed. We did it the right way. Boom, 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 boom. And then I came out with the song with Gente de Zona. La Mala y la Buena. We did a beautiful video. Quedó brutal. La canción me fue muy bien. Ellos se encargaron de todo. Ya no más Costilla Record. Ya el load was, easier on me. And then I did Que Va with Ozuna. Que va, que va, que va, que va. Right? I did all that stuff.
I was there,
And that
right
was
there.
when I did Que Va, that went worldwide. That was my first hit. Yo nunca pensé en mi vida que yo iba a tener un éxito. Porque tener un éxito mundial no es fácil. Y para tenerlo en mis primer 3-4 canciones que había sacado, fue una bendición de Dios. Entonces, ¿qué va? Se va mundial. I don't know, hasta el día de hoy no sé cuántos billones tiene ya de reproducciones, right? En listening and video. And, bueno, yo seguí por ahí, pero entonces tenía que saber balancear lo que es mi trabajo en la radio, que es mi pasión, lo que es ser artista y aparte de eso ser padre de familia, esposo. Tengo que balancear toda esta vaina. No es fácil. So I was dealing with that for years. El pa' aquí, pa' allá, y pa' aquí, pa' allá, y pa' aquí, pa' allá. Después, el programa fue creciendo de Nueva York a otros estados, a Miami, a Los Ángeles, a Puerto Rico, a Orlando, a Tampa, a Texas, a Chicago. Bueno, ya el programa es nacional. Entonces tengo que ir a todos estos mercados y darle cariño a todos esos mercados. ¿Me entiende? So, comencé a viajar, tuve que viajar, montarme en un avión. Yo mantengo en un avión, toda la semana tengo un avión, pero lo bonito es que la compañía que yo trabajo me ha dejado crecer. No me han aguantado, no me han dicho, no, tú no puedes hacer eso. Me dice, sí, hazlo, ¿quieres ser artista? Go ahead. ¿Quieres hacer conciertos? Go ahead. ¿Quieres, te va bien haciendo los programas, saca números buenos en todos los estados? Our song, our show, our radio show is top rated in all the markets. So the company lets me grow and lets me, because it's good for both of us. We both grow. Y seguimos creciendo y seguimos abriendo puertas.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So I'll tell a story, right? Sometimes people ask me, like, say if someone brings things up. A friend of mine is one of the creators of Narcos.
Oh.
Right? So sometimes people will talk and, they'll bring up like a Pablo Escobar or something like that. And I tell people a story and I say, you know what? I went to Pablo Escobar's house. And people are like, how did you go to Pablo Escobar's house? And sometimes I don't get a chance to finish the story. I'm like, Alex Sensation took me to Pablo Escobar's house. and the fact that it's they're like, Alex Sensation took you to Pablo Escobar's house. But we all went out to Nicky Jam's wedding.
The Nicky Jam's wedding, that's right.
And I mean, he can say what he says about DJ, but DJ has brought him an incredible life. Like, a lot of the artists look at him like, how much money is Alex Sensation making? So we're all at Nicky Jam's wedding. It was a great wedding.
Vin Diesel.
We had a big dance battle. Jay Balvin, he posted
He
the video.
Broke his neck.
Doing the flip. We started battling, break dancing. But the next day, Alex took us all because I don't remember paying. So Alex took us all, got a bunch of cars, got a boat, took us to this one side of the island.
I took him to see La Manuela. La Manuela is one of the houses that Pablo had that was like his vacation home, like the Hamptons type of thing.
Yeah, but it's in the middle of the water.
Es en el Peñol. Donde está el Guatapé.
Yeah.
Entonces, but it's a tourist attraction. It's a tourist attraction. So I took them there. They have like paintball. You do quadding in the whole property. And it's all blown up. It was all like, torn apart by people looking for money and stuff like that. But then when I took Jesse there, he was in shock. He was like, yo, what is this? Yo. And the guy,
De La Jeezy.
¿Te acuerdas? De La Ghetto was with us. De La Ghetto was with us. And you remember when the butler came out?
Yes.
The butler, Pablo's butler, was the one that was in charge of the land because cuando él falleció, él quedó encargado de la propiedad. So, toda la casa estaba desbaratada. Lo único que quedaba era la parte de la discoteca de la Manuela, de la casa. Y el señor ahí recibía a los turistas and he made it like a tourist attraction.
Really?
Y él cobraba, $20, $30 a head to go in and paintball y tomarse una cervecita y dar una vuelta por ahí. Quadding and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Y ahí fue.
So
y
he
ahí
took
fue
us on the boat, and he was playing the album.
and I was playing the
The
album.
album. He was playing us the album.
I was
and
playing Que Va and all that
Yes,
stuff.
and we were rocking to it. And then I remember going to the Manuela because it was one of Pablo's daughters. So that
El nombre
was
de la
called
niña, sí.
yeah, La Manuela. The walls were still up. Like something happened to the house, whether they bombed it or
They
something.
bombed it.
But the walls were still up because the walls were like this thick. Because Pablo never wanted you to be able to hear a conversation from one room to the next.
Yeah.
So they were double walls. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, crazy. Most of his stuff is now used for tourism. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
other one, the big one, I forget the name of that one. La otra, la grande, la que tiene el avión, la avioneta o algo.
Shit.
Esa ahora también es como un museo. It's like a hotel or whatever. And a lot of the stuff, the one in Mexico, la Casa de México también es un hotel.
Yeah, there's
Ahora.
one that I went to. I took a trip with Nas once, and we went to Tulum. And
Tulum, that's
yeah.
it. That's it.
And I remember taking pictures with Nas in front of the house. He's like, "We're from the Esco with Esco." You know what I mean? We're
See,
taking the pictures.
there's where like I didn't understand. Like for example, Colombians are very sensitive when it comes to the whole Pablo era, right?
Yeah.
So like posting pictures with any memorabilia of his is considered disrespect. So I didn't understand that because that was my first time going back to Colombia.